So, did you know that Biden, while I was making my speech, pardoned his whole family? The brother, the whole deal was pardoned. Can you imagine that? While I was making my speech.
10 days ago, Biden said,
Also, sir, on pardons, have you ruled out a pardon for yourself or any other additional members of the family?
For myself?
Yes, sir.
Well, what did I pardon myself for?
That's what I'm asking.
No, I have no contemplation of pardoning myself for anything. I didn't do anything wrong.
December 2020. Jake Tapper asks President-elect Biden about the rumor that Trump may issue some preemptive pardons before leaving office. Biden, you're not going to see me do that.
President Trump is reportedly considering a wave of preemptive pardons. Does this concern you? All these preemptive pardons?
Well, it concerns me in terms of what kind of precedent it sets and how the rest of the world looks at us as a nation of laws and justice. You're not going to see in our administration that kind of approach to pardons. Nor are you going to see in our administration the approach to making policy by tweets. It's just going to be a totally different way in which we approach the justice system.
Donald Trump was caught by surprise that Joe Biden pardoned his own family. For more context, Joe Biden pardoned his siblings and their spouses on his way out of the White House, saying Monday that his family had been subjected to unrelenting attacks and threats, motivated solely by a desire to hurt me, the worst kind of partisan politics. Unfortunately, I have no reason to believe these attacks will end, he said as his presidential term was ending. It was a remarkable use of Biden's presidential power. None of the above has been charged with any crime, and the move was designed to guard against possible retribution by Trump.
I was surprised that President Biden would go and pardon his whole family, because that makes him look very guilty. You know, I could have pardoned my family. I could have pardoned myself, my family. I said, if I do that, it's going to make me look very guilty. I don't think I'd be sitting here, frankly. If I did that, I don't think I'd be sitting here right now, because I would have shown that you're guilty. About the things that Joe did today with the pardons of people that were very, very guilty of very bad crimes, like the Unselect Committee of Political Thugs, where they literally, what they did is they destroyed and deleted all of the information, all of the hearings, practically not a thing left. They deleted all the information on Nancy Pelosi having turned down the offer of 10,000 soldiers. You wouldn't have needed 10,000. You could have had 500, and it would have stopped. Because we may have had 1 million people that day, the people that were there. You don't see any photographs, but we have a lot of great photos. But you don't see those photographs. They don't put them in to show the people at the Capitol. But I was talking about that. I was going to talk about that. They said, please don't bring that up right now. You can bring it up tomorrow. I said, how about now in front of the I'll bring it up right now.
Donald Trump is upset because Joe Biden pardoned the January 6th committee and Joe Biden pardoned his whole family. Now, the reason for Joe Biden doing that is the way how they prosecuted Trump and went after Trump. They don't want Trump to do the same to Biden's family or to any of Biden's close affiliation. So Biden pardoned everyone just so Trump won't be able to prosecute them. If they need to be pardoned, that means you're admitting that they did something wrong that could possibly lead to them being arrested, no? Do you guys believe that Joe Biden pardoned the January 6th committee because they did something wrong? Do you believe that Joe Biden pardoned his family?
We got the whole day finished, Trump was voted into office 2025. He spoke at the Oval Office about Joe Biden pardoning his family during his speech. The take on that, he might have not wanted to hear anything that Donald Trump had to say. A lot of people like him back in office, and a lot of people don't like him in office. But the fact of the matter, he's the president. So we have to go and roll with the punches of however it go. Hopefully it continue to go a perfect way. Hopefully things pan out the way they're supposed to pan out. And he do respectfully what he's supposed to do, what a president's supposed to do. Help the people, help the world. Everything that he said, it has to manifest in a way that, he don't look like a hypocrite. And he's looking at things as it's supposed to be like, okay, hey, this is supposed to be this, and this is supposed to be that. So people have to understand the way it goes and the way it goes down. People have to understand the way it's gonna do. What he see is what he get. What you do, people gonna hold you to it. People gonna hold you to a higher degree of things. You have to understand the way people gonna view things. Cause man, everything that you say, people gonna go off of it, man. You can't let your words be, away from what, you discussed and what you said to make America great again, and then, you step over here and you do something else. Everything had to be on one accord. But, hey, that's just like how you feel a certain way that Joe Biden got up and pardoned his family during your speech. It's the same way people gonna look and view. If you fall in an area what you said you're gonna do and you did not complete and go in that direction that you said you were gonna do, and you were gonna do everything you said, people gonna look at it the same way. Because you look at it, you was kind of bothered on that side, with Joe Biden got up and pardoned his family. You had to understand, it goes two ways with this. So, you just have to weigh it out, do the right thing, look at it, check it out, and hope everything flow across the board the way you want it to flow across the board. But I think, you can do that. You can do that tremendously, everything. So, people's watching everything, man. They're watching your every move. Trump, I hope you're ready for America this time go around. Because, man, they're going to be looking at you. And, man, you can't go back on nothing that you said. If you do, they're going to look at you a certain way, sir. So I hope you are ready to stick to your guns and do what you're supposed to do as a president. And I think you make good. I think you got good intention. I think you got right intention. I think you're going to follow. I think that you're going to pull through, But listen, if you go the other way, just imagine how people are going to view you, man. Just think about that before you make any harsh decision. Because whatever you say, people are going to mock it. People are going to remember what you said. Remember. They're going to look at it like that. Because you felt a certain way that Joe Biden pardoned his family. They're going to look at it a certain way. Just remember, man, just take it easy. Watch what you say. Thanks for listening.